I've been legally blind since birth. I have enough vision to see shadows and light, but I've spent years memorizing the layout of my high school so I can navigate the halls without constantly bumping into people. Last Tuesday, we had a substitute teacher I'd never seen before. When I walked in using my cane, she didn't just look at me, she glared. I sat in my usual spot in the front row, and the first thing she said was, "You walk awfully well for someone who can't see. Are we sure we aren't just looking for extra time on the midterm?" I tried to explain that it's called orientation and mobility training, but she wasn't having it. She stood up, walked over to my desk, and snapped her fingers an inch from my eyes. When I flinched, because, a hand was rushing toward my face, she laughed. "See? I knew it. You're a fraud." Then she did the unthinkable. She grabbed my cane off my desk and tossed it across the room. It clattered against the back wall. "You don't need this prop," she barked. "If you can see my hand, you can see your way to the principal's office." The room went dead silent. My face was burning, and I felt like I was shrinking into my chair. But then I heard a chair scrape against the floor in the back. It was Leo, the guy who had spent the last 3 years making fun of me, the guy who usually accidentally tripped me in the hall. He didn't laugh. He walked to the back of the room, picked up my cane, and brought it back to my desk. He looked the substitute dead in the eye and whispered, "Give her a break. Everyone in this room knows she's blind. You're the only one here who's being a fraud as a teacher." The sub went pale, especially when another student held up their phone and said, "I got the whole thing on video, by the way." She was out of the building before the next period started. Turns out, sometimes your biggest bully is the only one who knows when a line has been crossed.